Hi friends, Christopher Hobbs here, and I want to show you this aisle of medicinal and edible mushrooms. At the top you're seeing the king oyster and some other oyster mushrooms, and then we're moving over now to the second aisle, which has some oysters at the top, but then towards the bottom you're going to see these black wood ears. You'll see they're about $5.50 a pound, which is not bad for such wonderful medicinal edible mushrooms. And looking at those, you can see that they look kind of like little ears, and they even have ridges on them and so forth. And wood ear, when I was in China, studying in China, after my acupuncture license, I always went into a small restaurant near the hospital, traditional hospital where I was studying, and had somebody write up a sign saying, please add more wood ear, because I just loved them so much, the texture, the taste, and I knew that they were really benefiting my lungs and my stomach. So I always loaded up on the wood ear when I was in China, and I've continued that to this day. So you might really enjoy trying them. Some outlets have them. You can buy them fresh online as well, and they're very tasty and crisp and just loaded with vitamins and minerals and soothing agents and beta-glucans to support your immunity. Give them a try. Now the next mushroom we're going to look at is some oyster mushrooms. And oyster mushrooms, I picked them in the wild for years. They're quite tasty, and they're not as hard or as crisp as for instance, porcini is, but they do have a nice texture and flavor. And I add them to all kinds of dishes. Thing about oyster mushrooms that they are so filled with nutrition and high quality protein, and they help regulate cholesterol, and they do have an immuno-boosting effect. Here are the lion's mane, and the lion's mane, you can see the little spines on it. Kind of, if you use your imagination, you can kind of imagine a lion's mane, and you can, of course, find them in the wild, but they're so rare to find and wonderful to find. But you can buy them fresh in many stores now. These have been cultivated, and they aren't that expensive. They're just loaded with nutrition, loaded with immunomodulating effects. But the thing about lion's mane has become so popular because of the clinical trials that show that it can help ease depression or anxiety, and that it also has the very unique property of being able to activate nerve growth factor and help support nerve growth. Thanks for watching.